did you see the first movie?
I saw the first movie.
Okay, so I I don't know if I liked the movie, but I found it interesting. It had a couple very distinctive moments, very memorable moments
like
in that
what?
movie. I'm thinking about, in particular, and I should say, I think these movies function a lot on a level of shock value, so we're sort of going to have to give away a lot of what happens in these movies. So if anybody hasn't seen them and thinks that they might see them, skip this part of the podcast. I'll put like the time codes of the different sections in the episode descriptions so you can skip ahead. But I guess the most memorable part of the first film was when they blew up Obama's head. I think that was the thing that stood out the most to me. Because in the first movie, the main villain is like this sort of media mogul played by Samuel L. Jackson, who has this conspiracy that involves faking global warming, basically. And the president is in on it. And they never say like the name Obama, but like they show him like from behind, and he looks like Obama.
Yeah,
like it's him, definitely. The end of the movie, everyone who's in on the evil conspiracy, they'll have like chips in their heads or something, and the heroes do something that causes all their heads explode. So you see Obama in like a conference room or something, and again, it's like from behind showing the back of his head, and his head just explodes on screen.
Yeah.
And I remember after that came out, that was after The Interview had been in theaters.
Oh, the one about Kim Jong-un.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And there was that whole thing of like North Korea was censoring it, and then there was kind of a backlash about it where some people were like, well, of course they are. I mean, how would we feel if someone made a movie where our president got killed on screen? Yeah. But then someone did, and we didn't really care. Nobody really like noticed it that much.
Well, because I don't think it was a direct attack at President Obama.
No.
But, The Interview was definitely a direct attack at North Korea's supreme leader. However, I mean, to me, the memorable moment in the first movie was when he was fighting inside the church. That was the best part of the whole movie. Other than that movie just sucked. Oh my God. The second one is like, when I saw that movie, I realized this is why people bootleg.
Because they don't want to pay for this.
I was mad the fact that I had to pay for that. Like, come on. Like, when I see those movies, I get hope. Because if Hollywood can dish out the money to produce this garbage, I have hope. Like, my movies will be produced.
See, I know what you mean, because I have that feeling sometimes too, where I find like bad stuff inspiring, because it's like, yeah, if this got made, if someone got paid to make this, there's definitely a place for me somewhere, for sure, in the industry. And
to me, I mean, the plot was weak.
Well, so let's get into what it's about.
Am I jumping ahead? Go ahead.
Well, I think I like these movies somewhat more than you did, actually. But the plot of the second one, the main villain in this one is played by Julianne Moore, and she's basically like a drug kingpin who's operating this like drug trafficking network from like South America. She's based, I think. She's in like a jungle somewhere.
In the jungle somewhere.
Yeah. And she basically runs it like it's a fast food corporation.
Definitely.
She has this sort of like corporate campus that she operates out of, and she's just very like chipper and upbeat, and she like brands everything.
Yeah,
that's where I think like the subtitle, The Golden Circle, she had like all her subordinates are like branded with this golden circle tattoo.
And for what reason?
I think that's a play on like the McDonald's Golden Arches thing. I think that's where they're getting that from.
Really?
I think so.
Oh my!
It's not a hilarious joke, but I think that was what they were going for with that.
Horrible. The dog robots.
Yeah, she has robot dogs for some reason.
It's just I just don't understand. Like the robot dogs, that was one. She just didn't do anything in that movie, and then she just died.
Yeah, she didn't really have a whole lot to do. Yeah,
just died.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, that was pretty much the whole freaking movie, man. Like,
see, I feel like on like a literal level, these are like stupid movies, and the plot, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and they are like overlong.
2 hours for no reason.
Yeah, like then they had
over
to put
2
hours.
A tracking device inside a girl's vagina, like,
right? And and they're also kind of repulsive.
There's no other way for her to track her, like her phone.
Right. So let's talk about that. That's definitely an important part of this movie. So there is a scene where the movie sort of starts with like this British spy agency getting like destroyed because sort of the villain gets a hold of all their identities and like blows up most of the agents except for the main guy and some of his mentors. And so he like hooks up with this American spy agency called Statesman, because we're not a monarchy, we're a republic or whatever.
That's another thing.
And then they have to go on this mission where they have to track one of the I guess the girlfriend of one of the underlings of the main villain.
Yep.
So the way they do it is she's at this British music festival, Glastonbury, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, all right, we have to plant this tracking device in her bloodstream, so it has to go through her mucous membrane. So basically, you have to finger this girl in order to accomplish our mission here. So there literally is a mission where the main guy, Eggsy is his name, his mission is to like
finger the girl,
right? Trick a girl into letting him finger her at a music festival.
And it's like, what if it was a dude?
Right? Yeah.
What would it have?
It would play very differently.
What if the guy was gay?
That's
like his boyfriend was gay.
Right.
So what would have happened then?
That's a good question. I mean,
so that tracking device is just BS.
Well, it's clearly because like the character is sort of constructed as this like fratty sort of bro guy, but it's like, what if that sort of guy was a secret agent? He's sort of like Archer in that sense, except he's not supposed to be like a sort of selfish asshole all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you have like a frat bro who's a secret agent, like it is fitting that one of his missions would be to try to trick someone into letting them finger him. Like it's like fitting for that character.
Ugh.
But yeah, it's also repulsive and strange.
I just didn't see the point. Like, you could have just, got her drunk.
Right, well, that's the thing. It's like
threw a dart gun in her bloodstream, like something.
Yes. The actual literal mechanics of it don't make any sense. I was thinking
they just wanted to finger a girl in the movie.
Exactly, right. That's exactly. They wanted to have a thing where he like is fingering a girl and the camera like zooms into her vagina and then goes into like exactly.
Yeah, in her mucous membrane.
Right. And here we are talking about it, and it is a memorable moment.
Oh my, that was, again, I was mad the fact that I had to pay to watch this movie. That's it. That's. I just wish I came to this podcast when Justice League came out.
Yeah,
that I'm waiting on.
I feel like that's gonna be bad.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see Suicide Squad? I feel like we must have talked about this.
Now we talked about this a long time ago, but yeah, I did Suicide Squad.
I mean, I didn't think it was as bad as some people said. To be fair,
yeah,
but
I didn't think it was as bad. However, I hate when they change the characters just because they have a famous actor playing it. Because Deadshot is not a good guy. And they even did that. Fox even did that with X-Men. When was Mystique ever good?
Was Mystique good in the movies?
Yes, you remember they made her good, and I read an article about it. They only made her good because that girl was playing it. What's her name? The girl that played Mockingbird, whatever.
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, that's the
I
only
didn't see those
reason,
later X-Men movies.
That's the only reason why they made her good, because Jennifer Lawrence has a big enough name,
right?
So they just wanted the money. So that's the only reason why they made Mystique good. And even the original, the first X-Men they ever did, Mystique was bad. She was with Magneto.
Right.
Even
That's what
in the cartoons, Mystique is bad. So now that Fox want to make money, you know what? Fox just sell all the superheroes to Marvel. Just let Marvel do it. Like, come on, get out the movie business. Like, the best move Sony ever did is let Marvel do Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And even that one was kind of like...
That wasn't great. The second Spider-Man movie is still the best one.
Which one?
Spider-Man 2?
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, with Dr. Octopus as the villain in that one.
I don't know, man.
I think it's the best one.
I don't know.
Speaking of Jennifer Lawrence, did you see Mother?
No.
Oh, you got to see Mother.
It looks stupid, though.
It's so good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's also like... A lot of people will hate it. I don't know where you'll come down on it, but it's really weird.
It looks weird. Is it like a horror movie?
Not as much as the trailers make it seem like. It's not really. It has elements of that, but not.
That's what it seemed like to be.
Yeah, the trailers are misleading.
You know what? I think like I saw it as like a white version of Get Out.
It has similarities to Get Out. It reminded me of that in some ways.
Yeah.
But Get Out has like a lot going on, but it also works as like a straightforward horror movie, and Mother doesn't.
But even Get Out was in a horror movie to me. What constitutes as horror? What it was? I don't even think it was that suspenseful. It was a good movie to watch, but horror, I wouldn't even classify Get Out as a horror movie.
I mean, it's working with horror tropes. I think it has like scary parts. It's it's a scary situation. I would be scared if I was getting my brain scooped out, or I forget exactly what happened.
Any action movies can be classified as a horror movie.
That's true, yeah. But it's more, it's like got this kind of science fiction premise to it. But it's it's like it's got other stuff going on also.
It does. But yeah, we get back to the Kingsman.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah. See. Again, these are stupid movies, but I just like that they're willing to take their sort of stupid ideas to like the most extreme conclusions. Like if it's like the fingering scene, or if it's blowing up Obama's head, even though that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that someone put it on a movie screen. And right, exactly, which is kind of impressive. And in this movie, the president, they didn't really make him a Trump figure, which was kind of weird. They made him more of like a George W. Bush type.
He did remind me of a Trump.
In some ways.
He was clueless.
Right. He's an idiot and everyone hates him, which is how he's like Trump. But he also has this kind of like southern drawl of an accent, which is more like Bushy. I thought he was like, the character was more like Bush, yeah. But at the end of the movie, they have him in handcuffs getting arrested in the White House and then replaced by a female character in the film who is not Hillary Clinton but looks kind of like Hillary Clinton.
Exactly.
So the first movie, they give conservatives the fantasy of Obama getting murdered, and then in this movie, they give liberals the fantasy of Trump getting arrested and replaced with Hillary.
Oh, that's
which is kind of funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. But yeah, when I saw the president, I did think about Trump. But I wonder why they didn't like portray Trump like exact, because in the first one you could tell it was kind of Obama because the ears give it away.
Right, exactly.
They had a guy with
ears.
big ears, exactly, Obama ears. But this one, at least orange hair would have done the trick.
Right. I was reading an article about this. Apparently, they were originally going to make the Oval Office like all like plated in gold and shit, and make it like really an obvious Trump reference. But then the director was like, "Well, he might actually get elected, and then it's like too serious." And
So
we shouldn't.
That movie was shot before.
Apparently, yeah, according to this article, before the election,
Huh. Wow.
But I don't know why that's where they drew the line. Like, if you're gonna have like,
I know that.
How is that where you're drawing the line with your taste when you blew up Obama's head in the last movie and you've got like the camera going up someone's like fallopian tubes in this one? Like the gold wallpaper is too much.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Huh. That is kind of weird. But yeah, I got Trump off of it. Bush, not really, because you know why? Because they did show Obama on the first one, so they keep it kind of current,
right? As
far as the presidents go,
right? So
I know they wouldn't go back to Bush because they kept that story going as far as like Kingsman, the actors. And the previous movies, they kept the same plot as far as like the storylines.
Right.
So I know they didn't go back as far as like presidents go.
Right, they didn't like go back in time and the storyline.
So I got a little bit of Trump in there.
Yeah,
not too much, but at least if the end happens in real life, that would be cool.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing. It's like we're gonna get that. Like, just go all the way with it. Like, have Anthony Antamanik play the president or something.
Yeah.
The villain's scheme in this also, I mean, the first movie it had like the global warming being faked thing, which is like this conservative trope, and in this one her whole plan is she infects everyone with this virus with like the drugs she's selling, and then she's like, I have the antidote, but I'm only going to give it to you if you legalize drugs.
All the drugs.
Right. So her evil plan is she wants to legalize drugs. So it sort of seems like an anti-legalization thing, but then at the same time, the president, and this is part of how you know he's sort of Trump, is because he has this like dumbass reaction where he's like, well, let them all die. They're all criminals or whatever. Yeah. And that's clearly portrayed as like, no, this guy is wrong. And the characters like several times say this, like, these people, they may have broken the law, but they're human beings. Like, they don't deserve to die. So that it's definitely like reflecting this idea, this relatively new idea in America of like people who are addicted to drugs, like they're human beings and we got to like save them, which is, partly like, we sort of feel like it's white people now, and now we sort of realize we can't just arrest all of them.
Yeah. I mean, even the woman that was working in the cabinet, she was definitely advocating for, just let's help those people. And you could tell that she was doing drugs also because they ended up putting her in, they ended up locking her up.
Right. They did. I forgot about that. They literally locked her up.
They literally locked her up. A lot of
the
people.
Hillary Clinton character, they literally locked her up.
Oh shit!
I didn't even think about that.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, but yeah. Huh.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
I wonder. They definitely
a lot of layers
locked her
to
up.
this
Yeah, there's a
allegory.
lot of. I mean, and when you think about it that way, definitely. Oh shit. Huh. Wow, I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, but the movie still sucks though.
You didn't like the Elton John cameo? Which wasn't even really a cameo. He's like a supporting character in the movie.
He's a full-blown actor. He definitely fought in there. He had a kung fu scene.
Yeah, playing
that
himself.
That was a nice kick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he playing himself. Yeah, I don't think, I wasn't even a cameo like you said. He had a full-blown lines, action. He even had a stunt double probably.
Yeah, he's like fighting people,
Yeah, so, I mean, Elton John definitely was there as like a comic relief.
Yeah,
which I definitely liked.
He's like the villains have like kidnapped him for some reason, and they're forcing him to perform for them, and then he like tries to escape and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Other than that, man, I don't think there's anything else to talk about this movie. But I don't know, man. Like it's just a waste of more money. I feel like Hollywood needs to just find better writers, find better scripts. Stop making these freaking garbage.
That's where we come in, right?
Well, yeah. Damn it, man. How much? Do you know how much that movie cost to make?
I don't know. A lot, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know exactly.
Oh my God. Yo, nah. That's a negative. They need to stop. Just people, if you're listening, if you want to save yourself some money, just wait till it comes out on Fire Stick or something.
Or I mean, we pretty much just told you everything that happens.
Yeah,
in it,
pretty
so
much.
Pretty
like that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
If you like the first one, God bless you.
If you're at a cocktail party and somebody brings up Kingsman: The Golden Circle, you can probably talk about it and seem informed after listening to this without having to watch it.
Or if you fly and they happen to show it on the flight, then yeah, you could get drunk and watch it, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like my standards are getting like warped by this whole project because I started out like talking about how everything sucked, and I feel like now guests come on like, oh my God, this is so bad, and I'm the one who's like, wow, but there was this and that. And
well,
this was cool.
It's good. I mean, it makes for a good conversation, but I mean, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have some guest who comes in and they're gonna like some movies that comes out. I mean, you know what? I'm excited to see Gotti. Have you seen it? Yeah.
No. What is that about the gangster?
Yeah. John Travolta's playing it. They have a commercial. The trailer just came out. You should watch it, man.
It's gonna be a theatrical film?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be on Netflix at first,
right.
No, it's coming out in theaters, and I'm very excited to see it. It's happening in New York. And yeah, I never knew his story, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's being told by his son. So
like the character.
The story, I guess. Huh. So that's the son who pretty much told the story, and they made a movie about it.
Oh, I gotcha.
So yeah, I'm excited to see that. I've always liked John Travolta. Mm-hmm. Don't know why, but I think he's good.
Did you see that new OJ miniseries?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I hear it's good.
With what? It
was on FX, right?
Cuba.
American Crime Story. Yes,
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Also,
it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I was, I binge watched it. It's pretty good. I think you should watch it too. I mean, but who don't know about the OJ story now?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have the broad strokes of it. But
pretty much, he did it, and that's it.
That's what I hear. But
so it was good. It was good.